Hello guys, welcome to Ashley Lancelot Show. This is going to be about my opinion about ad games. I'll be pretty much regurgitating, telling my opinion. These are the sources I am going to get from. Is from Rich Review Tech USA and also the Dark Titan Enterprise. Both of them are my friends. We talk to each other time to time. And we'll be on a podcast with Dark Titan Enterprise next week for their startup as well. We actually collab with the Dark Titan Enterprise side by side now. Yes, Byra, I'm gonna do my best and hopefully I don't bring you down. It basically they both of them got banned in Twitter due to at games doing damage control, making that their product is superior and is great. So more people will buy it, but not everyone actually, got hooked onto it and saying this is bullcrap, this is stupid. Because if you're doing damage control like this, is not actually telling people, yes, I screwed up, that's one thing instead of just shutting everyone down. Now we know what the true color of a company really is. I don't really buy a clone console. Only clone console I actually own is NES and SNES Classic, due to the fact that those were my childhood game system when I was a kid. And from that on, I never really was interested in actually owning a clone console. I actually enjoy owning the real console for it. But the time when technology evolves, a lot harder to using an antenna or an RGB cables and recording it while through the computer editing it is pretty difficult and a lot more cable as well. There'll be times I will get the Retrocon 5 has the HDMI port on it, so it'd be a lot easier to get it captured in my video card and I'll play it or live stream with it. So there are extent I'll allow a clone console. I was also thinking about getting a Raspberry Pi with 350 100 games and just trying out and playing it out. Because I'm also a computer science background, so I love programming, I love building hardwares, etc. as well. I think this is kind of dumb for at games part, especially if they're doing this as a business and want to extend their longevity for their company. But I can see them in a few years that they will have to close down their door, or one of those companies that makes very cheap games. Well, they still do make cheap games, and they will basically be in the clearance section for like holiday packaging, stuff like that. I believe that is very dumb and wrong in so many levels, because I've been playing games since I was a kid. I'm 29 years old, almost going to be hitting 30. So for me, video games is my source of entertainment than movies. So I know that I never bought any product from Mac Games because I usually get my sources from reviews from Review Tech USA, RGT85, Spawnwave, or I go to Facebook. I don't really use Facebook to look at my reviews. I actually go to Amazon, look at the star and the ratings from other people, Reddit, Newegg, to see what this product is really like. A lot of times, Act Games will pay a certain amount of money to people to actually falsify the reviews, and that I really do not like. Companies doing as well. Companies will do anything to cut corners just to make a buck. And for me, is I believe that being honest with your product and let them know what it is, what the problem is, the cons and pros are. I think that would be a lot better off, and just make spend a couple more dollars and charge a little bit more for the console to have a better capability, and no one will get pissed about it. I know that RGT85 Review Tech USA did a review on one of the Act games. It was a Sega Genesis clone system. It has so many problems on it that you actually put a cartridge in it as well. With the processing speed, the graphics, the sound, the control. That's one of those things that Act games are known for not fixing, and just they'll start selling that shit. Start selling it for $80. Then they will drop it. Then a year later, it's like $20. So this is the console they just brought out. It's the Walmart exclusive, the Pac-Mania arcade system. Same packaging as what you could buy as any other store, but the Walmart's exclusive. I believe there's one of the games that's in there, I believe, but it's actually NES port. But the other games you buy out is arcade port for it. The arcade port is more superior than the NES port. So instead of making everything making everything arcade port, so you have an inferior to or a superior version of it. That's the same price, same packaging, and to me that's very dumb and very volatile, and feels like they're getting a small class A lawsuit for it. And I can just see at games being sold by a different company or just going bankrupt. And this is very stressful because at games not the only company that does this. I can name a few that I know, but they're actually from China. That I actually try and get. It was like one of those was 301 NES games. 2/3 of it is like a repeat of the same games but with different names for it. So that was, it was like $5-6. I just want to see how it was and how it looked. So, I wasn't too upset about it. It was very cheap. You get what you pay for. Basically, I'll say. I actually ran a business when I was 18 years old. I had a computer repair shop station in Oakland. We were actually made to fix computers from the old colored Mac to all the way to Pentium 2, and we also install servers through hotels and companies. Reason why it went down under was that our third partner was using the company's resources to spy on his wife because his wife cheated on him, and we had to boot him out. So me and my best friend basically had their freelancing station at our own home to drive all the way, take the BART, and BART is the subway station in San Francisco, and also drive to San Francisco to put servers, install servers in the hotel. And my experience is that if you're selling a service or a product, you better damn well give it all your potential and everything towards it. No hotel reservation one a half-ass server that no one can actually go in and make reservations onto it. So that's basically what we did. And we get more people around San Francisco, went to San Jose, went to Vallejo, went back to Oakland, all around the Bay Area. And we also did several community services to help out senior citizens, teaching them how to use the computer, email. Back then, you either had 56K or DSL. So you can get cable internet, but it was pretty pricey back then. So that's basically what we've been doing. That's my experience running a business. I am not an expert in running a business, but I know how to run one and maintain one. Right now, I'm actually trying to maintain 2 channels and also collabing with Dark Tide Enterprise and starting a Kickstarter for the new miniatures. So let's see if I can live up to that mantle still. Other than that, it does not make sense. It's like, to me, At Games is doing a Trump move. Even though it's funny because every time Trump used to ban people that criticize them, and now Twitter made sure that Trump can't do that. But At Games is telling everyone, oh, it's fine, it's nice and dandy, but it's not. You're basically fooling and lying to the consumers that bought your product. The more you do this, the more lawsuit, the more trouble you're going to get. The more deals that you're not going to get from other companies to make their product for them, like Sega Genesis or Nintendo. It's one of those things is that it's like, if you put the time and effort and be honest about your product and actually spend more for the quality of it, other companies will follow in line and follow suit and actually put in money in it, so the consumer will get what they want. And a lot of times it puzzles me because there's other companies that does the same thing and they go down and under. Sometimes they expand too fast and they basically went and got bought up by a different company. It's just greed is one thing I see throughout my lifetime. Greed will ruin a person, ruin business as well. I always make sure that if you do make money, least give a quarter to 1/3 away to the general public. You know, use it to build a nonprofit for kids during the summertime that can learn how to build robots, learn technical skills. Because we usually actually put 1/3 of our company's money that I used to run for about 6 to 8 months into the freelancing. I still did that. We opened a boys and girls club at my middle school. Summertime, rented a gym, had the kids go out, play sports and everything else as well for free. And we also did a shop for kids, because back then when I was out of high school, all the shops in our schools were gone. So there was no woodworking, metalworking, cooking, sewing, all that stuff. Computer repairs. We actually paid teachers. When during the summertime, a lot of times teachers don't get paid in the summer and during summer vacation, because a lot of times they can't get work, and a lot of times they don't get paid much. So that's what we did. It's very, it's one of those things that, if you're gonna run a company, don't let greed be in your way. Greed is a very dangerous thing. Always give. It might be small, but it's something. You feel good. You'll feel good in the end. You're also helping out someone else as well that may need it. That's my 2 cents. If you guys are wanting a clone console, do your own research. Ask a buddy that has it or not, and see how it's like. Trust a valuable source on YouTube like Rich from reivewtechusa, RGT85, or Dark Titan Enterprise, Spawnwave. I can name a few. I'm gonna put some links down below for you. I'm gonna put a link down so that you can actually, follow them and look and see the reviews for certain items as well. I wish one day that a company would come and let me review their product. I am not really going to take their money. I'm just going to be like, just give me the system and I'll be happy. I'm going to review it from my honest opinion. There's time I do review certain products if I have the money coming in for it. But other than that, guys, please subscribe, like, let me know in the comment below what you think about Act Games. What you think of how a company should be as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye, guys.